I think I have everything memorized. So let's see if I got it memorized. Hello, everyone. This is Scratch and Jack, your host for the Amazing Scale Modelers Across the Pond Hangout. And Amazing Scale Modelers is perhaps the largest and biggest scale modeling community of its type. We take everybody. We're just like the we're like the Statue of Liberty. We take everybody. We do all kinds of modeling, wood modeling, plastic modeling, paper modeling, you name it, we do it, and all kinds of genres. This is scale modelers of. See, I don't know the script, so I have to bring that up. This is a Amazing Scale Modelers is a scale modeling community of scale modelers of all shapes and sizes, interests, genre levels, and like to celebrate their. I don't know. Let's just move on. I totally lost it. I'm out of control. I mean, it's been a bad day, a bad week for history. But anyhow, let's talk to Heath and let's amuse ourselves and talk to Heath. How you doing, Heath?
Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, AP, everybody.
Yeah, hello. Happy birthday. And happy birthday goes out to you. You just celebrated your 21st birthday. When was that? Last week?
I'm not ashamed to say my age, 41. I'm not ashamed to say my age, 41. I'm not ashamed.
You're the same age as last year? Oh, okay. So that's 21 plus 10 or plus 20. What is that, plus 20?
Plus 20.
20, okay. Very good. You're becoming an old man.
This face is not old. I don't know old. Longevity runs in my family.
You know what we call you behind your back? We call you the baby face of the community.
I don't mind. Anything's better than being called late for dinner.
That's true. So how you doing?
What's that, Jack?
So share.
Oh, I've got plenty.
Okay, we only have an hour.
It's not going to take an hour. It might take about 5 minutes. Okay, so where do I start? Okay, I'm in the process of, I've built, two things. One, I've built one kit. Two, I'm in the process of building another. I will show you the completed one first. This was a very good find.
Ooh, yes.
Now,
oh wow,
this is a die-cast model kit. It came in pieces. In fact, here is the box.
That's why it looks so good, huh? That looks really good.
Actually, the thing was the decal work was not very good on it. So I got some, what you people call pledge. And I really made it pop. Really made it pop.
Shine it up. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So this one is a 1/24th scale VF Holden Commodore. And this is from the Holden racing team over here in Australia. Unfortunately, when I was building this and when I finished it, I had just found out that HRT will be no longer after this year. HRT are going to be going over. There's going to be no more. This is the factory team. They're going to be no more. They're going over to Red Bull. And so this one is probably my favorite. On the other side of my little display stand here, I have started building a Formula One car.
Oh.
Can we see that? Yeah, there you go.
Say engine, air intakes. I guess.
Engine. There's the engine.
Yep.
Muffler, air intakes, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just finished painting. I have just finished painting some parts. These are the forks that go onto the car. Not the forks. These are the suspension that goes in the front and the back of the car. I've also done one lot of rims.
Blue plastic. I haven't seen blue plastic in a while, I have to admit. It's always white or gray.
It's easy to paint over. Jeez, it's easy to paint over.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, damn it. Well, all of this, every bit of piece in here was blue.
Uh-huh.
And that under tray was blue. And
Uh-huh.
that is just a matte black.
Uh-huh.
And it turned out wonderful. Now, if you're wondering what type of Formula One car I'm building a 124th Red Bull.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. The Red Bull is a very famous. The Red Bull team, even in NASCAR, is really big to do, I think.
Yeah. And the instructions are so easy. I mean, the color. Sorry, look at that, and it's in English.
It's even in English. I love it.
But also, okay. The thing is, this is from Germany. This is German.
German, yes, yes.
Because lucky for me that I'm married to a German lady.
Oh,
Because
really?
she translated all this bit for me.
Oh,
And
nice.
then she said, "Oh, but then it's always in English on the other side. So guess who's the dope?"
It's certainly not you, Heath, of course. But what I find interesting now, just if I may interject that, Revell of Germany makes a lot of good kits. And we haven't had any German folk join us on the Across the Pond. And if you're German and if your English is broken, that's fine. We can still understand you. But yeah, I mean, that's the interesting thing, that's where they make the models, and we don't have any German modelers to join us. I just want to put that out there.
One thing I did get for my birthday.
Yeah. There's a lot of Star Trek there.
I'm moving here. I've got an iPad.
Oh, I'm going to throw up there.
I have a stand. Look.
Ooh, look at that. Really nice. Yeah, show us around the room there, since you're already picking us up there. This is something you just moved in. You just moved in, so you got your stash there. Very nice.
I got this bookcase for my birthday. These have got, up the top here, you've got all my Star Trek. They're the big boxes. And then down here, you've got my Formula One model kits. You got 2 shelves of Formula One. My other cars, my NASCAR cars, and my rally cars and stuff like that. Over here is my display case of all the models I have made.
I still don't have one. You're ahead of me on that. Very cool.
And this is my Star Wars toy collection. That's Han Solo. That's a speeder bike. There's the new Stormtrooper. The big sucker X-Wing. Here's Kylo Ren. I even have a phaser. Hang on a minute.
Oh, from the is that the reboot? Yeah, it looks like the reboot one.
No, it's not. It's from Star Trek 3.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Oh, okay. Here is my Stormtrooper model that I made last year from Bandai. My 2 Han Solo blasters, my lightsaber, my big Millennium Falcon there, X-Wing, Y-Wing, my all that there. My toolbox, that's always there. My books, I call them my research books. And over here I've got my Force Awakens poster, takes pride of place. And over here, my Star Trek 2 posters. So, yes, that's my new man cave. And I love it. Because I have
really
a lot of
cool.
privacy in here. And I've got another kit. This is a German Revell La Ferrari. Same scale as the Formula One and the Commodore. And that will be my next build.
Nice.
After I finish the Formula One car. I'm taking my time with this one because I don't want to rush it, because if I rush it, you know what happens. You stuck it up.
Well, you came up with something that I thought was really funny, because this is a perfect segue right here. With scale modelers, okay, where did it go? Here it is. With scale modelers, it's sort of one of those hobbies where we're kind of like, I'm not so sure in the art world and I don't know, we're not anybody in the art world. It's all about paintings in the art world. But Randall posted something about Star Trek fans. I think as modelers we can relate to this.
Yeah.
You don't even have to be a Star Wars, Star Trek, or any kind of fan of anything, even if you're a fan of scale modeling like we are. I think it fits. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's dead on.
Even
I
as
have to,
modelers.
I have to hold my hand up. Sorry, I mean, I have to hold my hand up saying that I actually stole that from Bob Busking's Facebook page.
Big Bang Theory happens to be the only sitcom I really like and like to watch. Comedy is lost on me, but that show is hilarious. Anyway,
yes.
I thought I would share that as far as modelers go. So let's go over to Randall and say, where'd you find that?
Well, like I say, I have to hold my hand up and be honest. I stole it from Bob Busking. Oh, sorry. I stole it from Bob Busking.
Just like the Queen, yes, like the Queen. Wouldn't it be nice if the Queen did this, huh?
She did that a couple of times. That'd be cool.
Oh, did she? Well, then the Queen is either it doesn't know.
Like the Prince Harry or somebody like that would do that, than the Queen.
So, what's going on with you there, Mr. Randall?
Show and tell time. Hold on.
Hang on. Show and tell time. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Finally started painting this thing here.
Oh, wow.
That thing is such a tiny little kit, and you're still working on it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You see the tiny little
really
brush
cool.
he's using.
Those endless seams around the
sure.
hole there. I finally got rid of them. So I thought, I'm going to have to paint something here sometime.
Especially especially that seam where the pylons insert into the secondary hull. That's one piece. Look how
Well, you have to put it in right way first, Jack. Then
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I put mine in backwards. But yeah, you did a good job on that. That looks really good. That's what's spending so much time on it. I thought you're spending so much time on it that you might be even lighting it, because lighting something takes multiplies.
I wonder if it helps sometime this year, Jack. If I was going to put lights in it, I'd be still at it this time next year.
You know what? I tried to do that, and it is very much lightable. It is, but it's very difficult.
Shouldn't be at the back of the saucer hole there.
That's supposed to be a fun impulse engine there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where the what do you call it? Yeah, the impulse engines go in. But at the minute, it looks like a big shuttle bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is very lightable. I mean, if you've got some genius and spend some time on it, you can light that. And I think it would freak people out if you did, because that is such a small kit.
I've seen people light the little 2500 scale ones.
Oh,
yeah.
No kidding.
That is madness. Absolute madness.
Well,
this here would
if you make it a clear.
But it does apply clear parts under the bridge dome and the planetary sensor and the sort of like the navigation lights here. They're all molded and clear. So for lighting that shouldn't be a problem. There are lighting kits for the Bussards to get the sparkly rotating effect.
Yeah. Ralph does them at Tenant Controls.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it's
lighting this the only hard part of lighting this would be doing the windows.
You're right. You're right, but it would require a genius maneuver with either fiber optic or dental acrylic.
Yeah. If they did square-ended fiber optics, you'd be landed. You could do that. The square windows in this then shouldn't be as big a problem. But
I've seen someone take fiber optic and put an iron to it and making it square, more square instead of round. It's possible. You can do it. It is possible.
It's very possible.
Like I said, I'd be next year if I started to like this thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you're spending a lot of time, and it almost seems like you're lighting it, but you're doing a phenomenal job in covering those seams up. Pretty good.
Oops, hang on. Yep, there's the crew's getting rocked from side to side. It's funny, it never shows the crew going from from one end to the corridor to the other end. There's bound to be corridors that are transverse to the direction of motion. But that's that. I've also added to my stash another sort of science fiction subject.
Oh, not another one.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I'm afraid so.
Oh, nice.
Science fiction, that's a play.
144th scale. And the background is what makes it science fiction. It's actually the aircraft from the original Thing from Another World, the 1950s movie. And not the stomach churning, nightmare inducing 1980s retake or bit of it.
The original one we never seen it.
Yeah,
it was always there, but you never seen it.
That's it. Up until James Arness appeared in the suit.
Yeah.
And for copyright reasons, they only refer to it as the science fiction.
Yeah.
Marking scheme. But anyway, it is from the Thing because there's the shape of the flying saucer in the ice. The little fin that was the only thing that was standing proud of the ice at the time when they found it. And it's actually quite a small kit, 144th scale. Here. That's like that size.
That's pretty small.
Oh, wow. That is small. That's tiny. What's interesting about that sprue is the sprue itself is more plastic than the kit is.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it looks like they have to use high pressure to get those small parts casted.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the Star Trek.
Sprue than there is plastic parts.
The Enterprise kit is much the same way. It's this huge giant sprue, really thick, and got these tiny parts attached to it. Yeah, that would take a lot of pressure and a lot of heat to get that in there. Interesting stuff. Maybe you can assist me on this, Randall. There's a member who is going to be doing this. Can you tell me more about this aircraft?
That's a trainer.
Shorts Tucano trainer. It's actually built, or they were built here in Belfast, and it's the RAF's. The level that RAF trainees get to just before they move on to fast jets. It's the airplane to get their wings on.
Yeah, we use them here too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this was Christopher Hunt who shared this with us. Yeah, I saw that and I'm like, gee, I mean, I've never seen that before. So that was a trainer for pilots.
Yeah, the color scheme, and that's a special one for Remembrance Day.
Yeah, that's sort of the plane that replaced the Harvard.
Yeah,
it's more or less the direct replacement for the Harvard.
It's sort of we went through a phase where we had jets. They were what were they? Jet provosts, where the trainee and the instructor sat side by side.
Yeah.
And then they went to the turboprops for prior to fast jet training. with the tandem arrangement, which was actually a bit more like the aircraft that they'd be transitioning to. I think that was the reasoning. It seems to be a backward step going from jets to props, but it's a turboprop, and the performance of the aircraft actually exceeded the old jet Provost.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If I'm out of sorts here, I am trying to bring our community back up, but my computer loves Hangouts, if you all know. Moving on. How you doing, Jim?
I'm doing fine there, Jack.
I see. You showed me earlier you were quite industrious in the past couple of weeks.
Let's show a couple pictures here.
Yeah, we'll show a couple pictures as we get the computers working.
And we go here, and we start. I've finished the painting, and I'm starting the assembly.
Ah.
And this is basically where I'm at right now.
Wow, that's just... You printed that, and now you're painting and building it. Yep.
Fit's not bad. I have to do some fine tuning, but as a rule, I did most of the fitting before I painted it. So I still had a couple things I had to fine tune afterwards, but as a rule, I did all the fitting before we got to this stage, so that saved a bit of work.
Now, you've also showed on the community the front fork of the motorcycle.
Yep. Just give me a second here. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Holy hell! That's a big fork.
Yeah.
That's working huge.
I'll give you an idea of scale here.
Cracking huge.
Well, let's bring up the model.
Holy!
Now, see, you're fooling us by throwing it in front of the camera.
It's a big build. It's what 1/6 or something.
1/6 scale. Yeah.
Wow.
1/6. Yeah.
If you printed it just slightly larger and put a real engine in it, a kid could ride it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say one thing.
This is the front fork here that you've posted.
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder if I could, I don't think you can zoom in on this with the Google changing things around. I don't think I can zoom. I could save the image. But yeah, this is good stuff.
I'm just going to say one thing.
And the wheel was printed. You printed to the wheel.
Yeah.
What was that, Heath?
Wow.
YF1, his bike wins high down, hands down. This is only a 1/24 scale. That's a 1/6 scale.
Yeah.
I surrender. I surrender.
And you take such good pictures too of your work.
Thank you.
I really appreciate even the photography, because you do such good modeling and good photography that two go hand in hand very well. But this is the gear shifting, the brakes, and the brake discs, and the sprockets for the drive frame. Yeah. Really cool stuff. Yeah, that was really cool, James. Thanks for sharing that. That's really looking forward now for it to be finished.
Well, we're getting close. We're getting close. Now we get the worst part of it's pretty much over. I'm ready to install the front end, so that's where I am with it right now.
Careful, I'm feeling a little better today, and I drank a whole big cup of iced coffee. I'm rearing to do some modeling today. I might have a chance to, because of the way my schedule is lining up for today.
Yeah.
My stuff is just collecting dust, and I think every modeler knows what dust looks like, so I'm not going to share that.
Yeah.
Moving on to Lou. How you doing, Lou? Uh-oh.
Not again.
We did hear you earlier make a comment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
My microphone sucks. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. I still have.
Yep, you just cut out. Just as you were talking, I just cut out.
I still have gremlins. I don't know what it is.
Well, you're on a fixed income, so I hate that term.
Turn up the gain on the microphone or boost it. It cuts out. And every time somebody drops out, it cuts my microphone out. Every time there's a glitch, it drops my microphone out. So basically, I'm going to be learning sign language here.
Yeah.
Start doing all my stuff in sign language.
Well, let's try. Let's try to present what you got going on there.
I think I've got 2 applications that are fighting over the microphone, and they keep canceling each other out. Real quick, while it's still working.
Okay, that. Ooh, hello. What's that?
Ooh.
Ooh, what is that?
That is the Batwing. That is the Batman versus Superman Batwing.
Whoa.
Ooh, well, that looks good. Yeah, that looks good. It doesn't look as cheesy as the.
And
Yeah, it doesn't look cheesy.
20 inches square, pretty much.
Is that thing 3D printed?
No.
What kit is this? A garage kit?
This is this is a test shot of the Mobius kit.
Oh.
Oh.
That is
So
a
this will
huge
be out in a few months.
That's a monster.
So it's a preview.
I'm with Randall. That's an absolute monster. Although it does have a little bit. It is a bit reminiscent of the '89 Batwing. Just a touch. Just a little.
Is that like a boat hull that it has?
What's that?
Oh, Dracula.
Ah.
This is my Halloween build.
It's Lugosi Bela.
Oops. Yeah.
Bela Lugosi.
Yeah.
Bela Lugosi.
Yeah.
Well, that looks good.
I can't believe it. The microphone is still working. I can't believe it for this long.
Other than
Talk very quiet.
street cars, Hungarians have Dracula, He was a very odd type. He did get buried in his costume when he did pass away. I don't think that.
Which I guess if anybody's going to rob his grave is in for a big surprise.
Yeah, I mean, if they find that in a couple hundred years, yeah. I mean, if culturally Dracula still holds up in a couple centuries, culturally, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? They would probably say more things about Salvador Dali's mustache going skyward. So, anyhow, very cool stuff. It looks like retirement's treating you pretty good.
I wish. I am frustrated as all get out because there was absolutely no work done on the house this week.
I would say that would be frustrating.
There was a couple days of rain, but then the rest of it, they just didn't show up. And it's like, argh.
Yeah.
No excuses, no reasons for it. No?
Excuses.
Construction never goes smoothly.
Well, you can. Your bait is the payment, of course. You didn't pay for it just yet.
Schedules are for other people, I guess.
Yeah, not your own. Yeah, I get it. Maybe you should have done it yourself. After all, you got the time.
No, he's dead by now.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm almost building a house myself right now.
Yeah, they would have buried me in the foundation.
So that's what's been frustrating you is that and not the modeling? I don't understand. You're in scale modeling nirvana right now, and you're still frustrated?
The modeling is kind of working itself out, but it's the real life that's the pain.
Well, that's why you model, to escape from real life.
Yes.
Should I bring up that graphic again that Randall had posted? So you can study a little closer. All right, let's see what the community has to offer. Boy, there's a lot of tanks. I have to say, there's a lot of tanks being
A lot of
posted.
thanks.
I'm actually pretty surprised, but let's take a look at one of those tanks. Click screen share. Boy, I don't know what Google did. They always do it for the betterment for themselves, I guess.
Bastardized it.
Right. So let's take a looky at this. And who is this? David Novak posted this, which is a Hungarian name, by the way. And yeah, he's good. Boy, is he good.
Anti-aircraft.
Yeah, shoots down airplanes. Boo.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's not the usual single barrel cannon. It's actually pretty cool. These are going to be machine gun bullets. Probably what caliber? 35 millimeter?
Maybe 40 millimeter?
50 or 60. 50 or 60.
millimeter.
Wow.
Probably 60s.
60, yeah, that was certainly Pierce aircraft.
50 cal. That was
Oh,
like 50
You'd
cal.
ruin your whole day if you were flying an airplane over it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, I think this is how the dictator in North Korea executes his dissidents. I think this is how he does it. Boy, that's an awful good model. I like the shading. Have you noticed the shading that he's doing on this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does somebody do that? That is a good technique he's using. Very cool.
Like a spot oil wash that you put spots of related oil colors, yellows, greens, browns.
Yeah.
On the thing, and then you sort of you brush down with a damp brush that's been damped in oil thinners, and it just like drags the colors out. It sort of like varies the tone of a monotone model, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I certainly know what you mean. With the washes in acrylic, you'd have to be of it and let it dry. The way he's got it done, it's not spotty the way I've done it on my tank. My tank just looks like grease and dirt, but his looks like wear.
Mm.
And that's what I particularly like about that build. And let's see, here's another one. Tanks, this is actually pretty cool stuff. Marcel Chimura, get up first. These are all members I haven't really seen, and these are probably the new members. I haven't seen them. And this looks like something I built, maybe a patent. Does that look like a patent? No.
No.
I can't see a damn thing.
That's
Maybe, or
a Challenger, I
All
think,
I'm
isn't
seeing
it?
is black
Yeah.
screen.
See, with Google having changed things earlier, they had the description if the modeler had posted the description.
not a chance. Oh yeah.
I think that's a Challenger.
We're at a loss.
Is the German, was it Leopard?
Oh, Tiger 2?
Tiger? No. It's a
And
modern.
that doesn't...
Oh, he doesn't have anything on here that would say. Okay, there's some comments here. Let's check and see.
I can't see it.
I like the paint. Yeah. This kid, it's a Korean K1.
Oh,
tank.
Korean K1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I certainly like you guys' humor. Mr. Belmosen had posted some. He went to a flea market and he couldn't find any kits, so he was able to find some reference material. And I particularly like his reference material, although I'm not much of a comic book fan. Boy, I like to be in that room. That looks like a hobby shop room.
Yeah.
Doing some research on his model. And shall bring up the graphic that Mr. Randall had posted earlier. That's what this is reminding me of. It's you know what I find really amusing is we're all grown adults here,
Yeah.
and we're acting like kids. I think we're bigger kids than the kids are these days.
Yeah.
At least we know how to play.
Yeah, let them run the world for a while. I'm tired.
I'm
building models.
You know who I should invite? It's pretty early in Utah right now. Right? Does anybody need a dose of Danny? Let's see if Danny's
early in Raleigh.
Danny would.
I get a dose of Danny. Let's invite him. All of a sudden, I just said, you know, I miss him. I miss him. And post that you had done there, Lou. Wow!
Penguin.
Did you paint that?
Yeah, yes, I did.
Dude, I can't see.
You did not. You didn't paint
did.
that, did you?
Yeah.
You had quite a bit of fun with the monocle, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
Unbelievable. I cannot see the picture. All I'm seeing is a black box.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Heath, there's a have you turned your computer on? There's a little switch.
Yeah.
I'm on my
He's
iPad.
actually he's on a pad. He says he's on a pad, so.
Well,
The problem with the pads is in an Android one, then it won't show Java.
No,
It won't show Java.
No, it's not. This is an Apple.
oh well. You're not sitting in China, are you?
You got screwed buying that.
Thanks.
Sucks to be you.
Thanks.
Let's see what else we can find on the community. I mean, lately, you guys have been posting some awesome stuff. Even Lou posting other people's stuff. Just kidding.
I need to march out there and get that model and bring it in here and show it to you.
But it's a good thing that your bandwidth is pretty narrow and it's all fuzzy anyway, so maybe you can do that. Go to the other room and bring it in. Okay, anyway. Oh gosh, come on. Talk amongst yourselves.
Settings as I can to see if I can keep the microphone working.
I almost feel like, what's her name? Coffee Talk on...
Barbara Richmond.
Saturday Night Live. Barbara Richmond, yes. Barbara Richmond. Yeah. So talk amongst yourselves.
Discuss.
You know, he was a funny guy. I don't know why he did that.
I turn myself on.
Oh, you're turning yourself on? Okay.
Telling myself, yeah, a little self-flagellation on the.
Lost them again.
Okay.
Unmuting.
Earlier, we shared the Korean tank. I believe this is the same thing. Marcel Chimura. He got a detail here of a little guy on top. Oh gosh! All of a sudden, it drops out. Here we are.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
That's really good.
Yeah.
You know what I like about this detail work is that the tank's hull has that rippling, that metal rippling.
The casting marks, yeah. Rough casting, yeah.
Yeah. And you can only achieve that really by paint at this level of scale. Good stuff. Good stuff. Wow.
I can see he's got Vallejo there. I actually managed to pick myself up a bottle of Vallejo.
Yeah, you know something? I got to hand it to you, though, Heath. That's true. I don't think modelers, I mean, you get the groupies of every kind of product, and I don't think the groupies of Vallejo is very vocal about using Vallejo because, after all, they're just acrylics. But if you like anything, you can learn those techniques.
I actually bought this one for my Jag that I'm building too, because it's the right kind of purple. It's called Violet Red.
Uh-huh.
So that's for my dad.
And Bill Tate's post by Bill Tate lately, but he did post something just now. He does figures. Am I correct in saying that?
He does quite a few, yeah.
Maybe he done this one too. Look at that.
Alice.
Alice
Yeah.
Anime, Alice in Wonderland.
I'm late for a very important day.
Sometimes getting a flat color like that is not as easy as you think.
No.
No.
To totally kill the sheen is really, really difficult.
I mean, how would you? I mean, does Vallejo do a pink that represents skin? I mean, I don't know.
No, they do. Yeah, but you still have to mix it to get the right tone. But this being anime, this being like an anime type thing, it's pretty, straightforward coloring, and there's not much shading involved.
Well, you have shading like in the dress and that to get the ripples in the dress to show. You got to shade the edges in order to get it to show properly.
Well, I don't think what I'm saying is the shading, not like Lou's Joker or a Penguin, I should say, Penguin. He did a lot more to bring a more realistic. My point is that anime is not exactly realistic. Look at her.
No, you're painting the colors much flatter.
Right. Yeah, but as far as the dress is concerned, you really think that's a shading on the dress and not just lighting?
No, I think there's shading in there.
Isn't that interesting? I mean, that's probably a good sign of paint. Good sign of paint. You can't tell if it's just lighting or if it truly is shading. That's actually a pretty good job. Thanks, Bill. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, you know what? I hate this new Google thing.
I'm blaming them for my microphone too.
Well, in the old format, when I shared a picture like that and I closed up the picture, I went right back to where I left off. Now it goes back up to the top of the community and I have to scroll down. And with the speed, the lightning speed that I have as far as my computer is concerned, pain in the butt. Here, okay. This is Barbara Richardson. Speak about yourselves. I haven't been clapped yet, so
you need to put on hold music on.
135 scale better. Another tank. Another tank. We can learn a lot by taking a look at these painting schemes here. Tanks are just as good as present everyone. Looky that. Looky that. He's even got that canvas fabric type of thing at the joint looking like canvas fabric type of stuff.
Yeah.
I think he just photographed a real tank and photoshopped
Put a background on it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that looks Photoshop.
That looks good. And even the welding marks on the panels right underneath the cannon, that's even showing up. And it looks like a little rusty going on there. Wow.
And look at that 50 cal on the back. I mean, you got the big, huge thing here, and then you got the 50 cal in the back.
Note to the members out there that do these pictures, this is awful good photography as well. Don't don't post one picture. We need more pornography. You need to do a whole little group of pictures so we can salivate all over them.
Careful. When you say pornography, Jack, you know what's going to happen.
Note to all those members who are posting, don't post just one. That's teasing. Teasing.
Tank tease.
We need a couple of views.
We want a full 360 around the model,
Yeah, at least two or three views. Yes. Yeah, maybe you're right, Randall. Maybe he went out to like a tank show and took a picture off the balcony,
Yeah.
All right. Oh gosh. Yeah, but this is awful good work.
Now, be careful,
I
Jack.
am.
When you say pornography, there's going to be people bound to be out there, and they're going to
You're
claim
opening
it,
your
take it the wrong way, and then there'll be a model show full of
Well,
nudie pictures.
it certainly is eye candy,
Yeah.
and eye candy is pornography, isn't it?
Not
Well,
necessarily.
depends on what you do with it. Do you?
Plastic
Bring
porn.
that graphic up again that Randall posted.
Oh, hello. That's familiar.
Huh?
So here's Heath's diecast. So we get to see it in a clear. And is this? This looks like after you put the polish
Yeah.
on it.
It was.
Yeah, it looks complete. It looks different. Looks good.
Well, the thing is, with the polish, I mean, without the polish, it looked like it really looked like it was just slapped on. The paint was just slapped on.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I got the polish, I was quite surprised that it turned out the way that it did. I mean, it was actually quite surprising. And all
Did
I
you
did
mask
was
over the windows, Heath, or did you polish over them?
I polished over the window. The number 2 on the back of the window, that was already there. So that was basically, I polished everything.
Okay, I'd like to also point out in this picture that Heath often complains about the cold into wintertime. Australia just recently went into spring, and look how winter blown that green grass is in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Poor
So
shivering
it
bastard.
really get that cold in
Yeah.
Australia.
just pick on the boy from down under. I don't care.
I can understand it getting hot and unbearably so, but cold?
Grass. I've just got a mossy patch with occasional grass bits.
Yeah.
You poor shivering bastard.
There's also something else I'd like to point out for Heath. I'm sure you've seen the movie Star Trek III, Search for Spock, and
Yes.
there is an actress on it named Dame Judith Anderson, I believe.
Yes.
And she was one of the Vulcan priestesses in the movie, and she is from Adelaide,
Yes,
South
she is.
Australia.
Ranger
Yeah.
Anderson, she played Talar.
She is actually a very prominent actress in the British and American theaters, as well as, of course, in Australia too.
She played Talar,
Yeah, so-
the Vulcan High Priestess in the Star Trek 3.
Hmm.
The Star Trek 3 is my favourite movie, so I know all the actors. So
Star Trek 3 is your favorite?
yeah.
You know what? I'm looking at all the movies again, and because there was this thing about the odd-numbered movies were worse than the even-numbered movies. I think they were just very different stories. That's all. I thought they were all good in their own way. You know what? I would make a horrible film critic because I think all movies are good.
Yeah, I try to find something I like.
I even think that Human Centipede was a good movie. So. I don't know if anybody has seen Human Centipede. It's a bunch of people sewing their mouths to people's butts, and I thought that was very interesting.
I can't watch that. I cannot watch that. I watched it once, and it was
gross.
No.
It was so, but it was good. It was a good gross. I mean, I would have never thought of doing that, sewing people's mouths to other people's butts.
There was only 3, Jack. There were only 3 people.
Oh, 3 people, only 3 people. Yeah, that makes it better, right?
You said bunches, and it's like, no, that's the sequel.
Well, yeah, but I'll tell you what, though, the story went that he did it to dogs first, but I guess they couldn't train dogs to do that. So what does that tell you about people?
Yeah.
Oh, God, someone trained dogs to do it? Oh, my God.
That's what I thought was so good about it, because in the story, he experimented on dogs first. They couldn't train dogs to do it for the movie. But they certainly trained people in the movie to do it.
I thank you, Jack, for that mental image. That's me put off lunch today, yeah.
Well, there goes my sleep.
I've seen enough dogs sniff other dogs' butts to believe it.
Well, you know what? That's interesting. You should see that. They don't do it to other dogs, but they certainly lick their own butts, you know?
Oh, that's it. There goes my sleep. There goes my sleep. Good night.
Can you imagine what I'm going to like describe this episode is dog licking, dog butt licking?
Oh. Tonight, I mean, across the pond, we talk about the human centipede.
What do you guys think of this? Let's change the subject. What do you guys think of this?
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Let me check on that.
What my friends think I do. My mum thinks I do. Society thinks I do.
Yeah, but I really do.
Think I do.
Hands up.
Well, I think I do. Oh, that last one, yeah.
Oh, God. I mean, if the society thinks I do was a female model, then I think that would be kind of hilarious.
Wrong.
Because most modelers are guys, you know?
Give us a pout. Give us a pout.
Oh, my God. I'm racked by hysterical laughter.
All I can say is, hey, look.
Yeah, that last one gets me.
If we're male models, why don't we go give everybody a pout?
We're not happy unless we jab ourselves.
You haven't really properly done a model unless you've
You got to bleed some blood for it. Yeah.
You got to bleed. Please,
So speaking of, okay, where did my cursor go? Pause.
Went Matt and shot it.
Little pause. Okay, here we go. And because I was loading up a picture to share. Speaking of modeling, the way you showed it, do you think the modeler to this picture modeled for his model here?
Yeah.
I recognize that nose. I also recognize that hairline, but it's not me.
But certainly good paint. A little jaundice, I think. It might be the lighting.
I don't know.
Then again, those warriors were all sickly anyway. They had all kinds of diseases.
But it's a nice sculpt. It's a real nice sculpt.
Most certainly is. The Gatekeeper, Nocturna. This must be some video game thing I don't know about. Would that be that would be correct in saying Nocturna?
When it comes to not knowing things about video gaming, that covers an awful lot of ground with me.
Yeah. Oh boy. All that laughing takes it out of me. Boy, I must be ill.
Okay, everybody, keep serious. We want to keep Jack healthy for the rest of the show.
Oh my God, no! Don't keep me healthy.
You will laugh yourself to death.
I had the most unusual. You know what? I never thought there was a doctor that specialized in blood. Maybe we're talking about Dracula again, but he was an interesting doctor. Unusual. I think he was French. I don't know. It was hard to pin down. He had an accent, but boy, I thought I was good with accents. He got me fooled. But I didn't know there was such a thing as a blood doctor. I didn't know. They're called hematologists.
Yeah.
Yes,
And even the guy thought he'd be really clever and quiz me. He says, "You know what hematologists do?" I says, "Well, you are a doctor for blood, and it stands for hemoglobin." Oh, I'm really impressed. You know what it is. I'm like, oh, come on. I'm not that dumb. In the previous century, not this one.
Yeah.
I was going to say something about the education standards.
When schools were real schools, yeah.
Are you sure you haven't got any fangs there, Jack?
I'm sorry?
You sure you haven't got any fangs there?
Fangs? Oh,
Yeah.
no, I don't think he had any fangs. No, I didn't find any fangs. No, he didn't. No, he didn't wear. He wore a white coat, not a black cape. So I guess I was safe. But I think being French, I might be up for a surprise. So anyway, as long as I mean, I didn't say he was Greek, and I'm up for a surprise. I said he's French. So. Jokes.
Okay,
Those are bad.
Leave it there.
I kid.
No, you know what? And I feel I have a right to say those things because when I was a kid, my schoolmates knew that what my parents were Hungarian, and I was called gypsy, and I understand that's a swear word in Hungarian. So, you know, I was called names when I was a kid because I was different.
God, why have I got Monty
He was
Python?
also called a tramp and a thief.
Mm.
Can we bring that chart up again, Randall? Before we leave,
you should be able to see it.
Why
come
have I
on,
got
come on, just bring up that chart again about monitors. Because you know what, I may have been made fun of, but I'm sure every single last one of you were bullied as a kid too. So this is why right here. So here we are. This is what we think we do, but we actually do is slit our wrists. So, you know, we've been damaged as children.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I mean...
That's slitting your wrist. His aim's a bit off, but there you go.
Did you, I mean, I don't know about Australian or Canadian or even, the only one in the States is Lou. I watch a show called Shark Tank.
Yeah.
And they premiered their show last night, and there was this woman on who had this software that kids can put on their phone so they text messages nicely, and to reduce the amount of cyberbullying. You know what? I asked my partner, I said, let's say we're kids right now. Do you think you would have a computer? Because I certainly wouldn't have a computer. I wouldn't even know I'd be cyberbullied. Why are kids online anyway? That's my question. They should be watching this show. That's what I'm saying. They should be watching this show.
They should be walking.
Absolutely.
Well, when we were younger, we didn't hang around the house. We got out and did things.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. Bullies didn't call us names. They actually socked us in the face. So, you know, I think that's... They say that words don't hurt you. Apparently they do these days. Boy, those punches were hard. Anyway, we killed and we murdered another hour, kids. Another hour. Thanks for watching, and we just had a lot of fun today. I would agree to that notion. I don't know about everybody here. You all have fun?
Yeah.
Yes, I've had fun.
Yeah.
No, it's
Okay. As long as we sucked for Lou, that's great. Then I did my job. If you want to see our past episodes that were a little more informational or possibly even less informational, I don't know, go to my YouTube channel, Scratch and Jack, and subscribe and watch the other ones and like if you like them. And yeah, we like to say thanks for joining us there, Heath.
Yes, can we please next time not talk about the human centipede?
Yeah. Please.
Thanks, Jim, for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome.
I totally forgot about the human centipede, and you had to bring it up again. Thanks, thanks, Lou, for joining us. And it's nice to see that retirement is treating you well, and a contractor is screwing you. I mean, not nice that he's doing that, but
God.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you're in retirement, because you're at home seeing the work not being done.
Exactly. I'm a full witness to the work not being done.
So if you were working, you'll be only a half witness. And thanks, Randall, for joining us as well.
Keep the long life.
And this is your host, Scratch and Jack. Join us tomorrow for the Sunday Hangout, and perhaps we'll have fun there too, as we usually do. And happy modeling, everyone. So long.
Have a good day.